I'm Nathan from Pack Hacker, and in this video, we're taking a look at the IKEA VARLDENS backpack 36 litres. I've been testing this thing for the last couple of weeks, and you can check out the full review over on our website. We'll leave links in the description below. Let's dive in. So we'll start off with materials, and this main fabric we've got going on here is 100% polyester. We've got ballistic polyester on the bottom, which is pretty good for some added durability, and then on the top here we've got a ripstop polyester, which basically means if little rips or tears do appear, it should stop it from spreading. However, I will caveat that with it doesn't look like the most impressive ripstop ever, so I'm not overly confident in it, but it has it. So, you know, that's all pretty good. And what I will say also is that of the polyester, 90% of it is actually recycled, which is a really nice touch from IKEA, and it shows that, you know, they're heading in a pretty good sustainable direction. So we like that they've put that effort in there. It's not the best material in the world, polyester, but it's pretty good, feels pretty thick, and it's been holding up okay so far. Then next up we have the kind of some hardware. We've got buckles here, and they're actually Duraflex, and we see Duraflex in a lot of higher end brands as well, so we're pretty confident in that. We've had pretty much good experiences with them, and it's amazing that they've been able to get, you know, some pretty solid hardware. You know, it's not the most, you know, durable hardware at all, but Duraflex is a pretty solid brand, and, you know, we've had good experiences with them, so it's impressive that they've been able to get it on such a budget pack. We usually see it in more expensive backpacks, so that's nice. And then the zippers, so I can show you just one here. They've obviously got them all over the pack as well, but the zippers are Opti, and we've never heard of Opti. However, a lot of the new travel bags and everyday gear from IKEA has Opti zippers, and we've been using it a fair bit, and so far they've been okay. They used to have a lot more budget zips on the IKEA gear, but these ones are a lot better, so that's a nice touch for sure. But again, we don't know the brand, whereas Duraflex, we can say these are going to be pretty reliable. Not 100% on the zips, but so far, not too bad. Then we've got this kind of webbing on the front here, which I think is pretty much just for design. It would look like, you know, some bags have this on and you can attach a carabiner to, but this is actually all sewed down. You've got a little bit on the front here, which you could attach something to, but it's weird that, you know, we've got a little pocket in there that I'll get to later on, but it's only just got this little bit on the front that you can pop something onto. All of this is put down basically, which is a shame. I'd like a little bit more there since you've got it there, but you do have one there if you really want to attach a carabiner. And that's pretty much it when it comes to the materials, just this one big fabric. And we'll just move on to the kind of external components. So I covered this a little bit there already with this little kind of place to pop something. Then we've moved swiftly on into the backpack straps, and as you would suggest, from, you know, a budget bag, this is a budget bag, there's no denying it, so I am talking about it from a kind of budget perspective. The shoulder straps are okay. If there's really heavy on this bag, it's not the best harness system in the world, and we wouldn't expect it to be, but I've been carrying a pretty mid-load in it, and the shoulder straps have been fine. As long as you've got it, you know, harnessed correctly, it's nice and tight to your back, it's doable for the price, which is fine. You've got a pretty budget sternum strap on here, which I don't believe, I think this is unbranded actually. I haven't been able to find anything on it. It definitely feels unbranded. Yes, so there's no Duraflex on here, so this is just, it does feel a little bit cheap, the sternum strap. On the front I said we've got those Duraflex buckles, but this is just unbranded. It feels okay, but it is cheap, and I'm not overly confident in how long it lasts. However, it does have this little elastic piece here, which is nice because it means you don't have a dangling strap. So that's pretty cool. And it's adjustable as well. But yeah, backpack straps, there's a tiny little bit of foam. It's not that dense at all, and it is pretty thin, but if you're carrying lighter loads, it's going to be okay. Heavier loads, you're definitely going to be wishing that you had a better harness system. And this back panel, it's meshy, but again, you know, it's going to be Pretty bad for sweating in your bag, even though it's mesh and it's got this kind of airway here. It's not going to do anything crazy special in stopping that, and it's just this massive bag on your back. So if you're in a hot environment, you're definitely going to get some sweat. So yeah, not the best harness system. Doesn't have a hip belt, which for me is okay. You know, I'm over 6 foot, I can usually handle that, but most people, or some people at least, won't wear a bag without one. So definitely take that into account here. And then, yeah, kind of what we'd expect. It could definitely be worse considering the very reasonable price of this bag, but what we'd expect, you know, when it comes to budget harness systems. And it's all looking okay so far. The stitching from what we've seen on this bag and a lot of the IKEA gear has been okay. Definitely nothing to write home about, but you know, there's definitely no big flaws going on. So I'll flip it back to the front, and we've got a couple of handles here. We've got one on the side, which is nice. Again, nothing special, but it's nice that it's there and it always comes in handy. And then we've also got one on the top there, which is great just for grabbing the bag. Then we'll move swiftly on inside the pack. I believe we've covered pretty much everything material-wise and externally, apart from, sorry, this front bit here is a compression strap before we get right inside, and you can compress the bag down, which is nice. I haven't got this bag at full capacity, but I have got some stuff in, I'll show you in a bit. You can press that down, and what that does is also this pocket on the front, which will be the first thing we talk about when we look inside. That's nice on the front, it gives it a nice style, and it does work for compressing the bag, which is nice. You can't compress it that much, but it is nice to, you know, yank it down. And what you can do on the front here is lessen that up, and you've got this big pocket on the front here, which I personally haven't used, but I can see a lot of people using it. So it's an ideal place to pop like a jacket or a raincoat, something like that. And you can pop it in, you can have it hanging out, or pop it in and you can cinch down the top again. So you've just got that little bit of room. So that's really nice, actually. I like that, and it doesn't get in the way of the bag whatsoever when you're using it. And if you don't want to use it, I almost forget it's there just because I've got these strapped down quite a bit most of the time. So that's cool, and very intuitive kind of design going on here from IKEA, so that's really, really nifty as well. Then, I said we've started looking inside. We will go to this front little zipper here, which I'm sure you're wondering what's inside. And in here, it's actually a shoe compartment. You can use it for other stuff, and as you can see, it actually goes into the main compartment, but it's got this thing here, so you fill it up, and what you put inside won't, you know, go around, so you can put some dirty shoes, dirty clothes maybe in there. And it's actually quite a lot of space in there. It does, because it's got that material, it does push down, so you don't need to use it. You can just fill up the main compartment as you go, but that's a nice little touch, and it's got quick access on the front as well. So we like that there. So there's a lot going on for such a budget travel bag. The features we see on this one, we don't even see a more expensive pack, so that's definitely something to note. Then before we get into the main compartment, it's not this side, it is the other side. We've got a little secret zipper here, and you've got a little pocket there, which is good for little bits and bobs, you know, quick grab items like a phone, wallet. And what I love about this is that this zipper, when you've got this bag on, is towards your back, so it's not on the front. No one can get access to it that easy. And that's the same with the main compartment that we'll open up in just a second. You're not going to get a water bottle in here, and there is no water bottle pocket. However, you probably just throw one in here. That's actually not a bad idea. I haven't done that myself, but you can definitely get one in there, but there's no designated side pocket here, so it'll stay nice and streamlined, which is a pro for some people, a con for others. Then on the top pocket here, we've got the same kind of pocket. It's a security pocket, just on the top there, and again, that's facing your back, and just good for, you know, wallet, passport, phone, anything you don't want to pop it in your pockets, and just gain access to there. So you've got those two pockets there, which is really nice. And as I said, everything is gaining access from the back. However, there is one quick grab pocket in the front that I'll get to in just a second, but we will open this main compartment here. And it goes all the way around like that. And you've got a ton of space in here. So just on this part, you've got, again, IKEA always put these really big tags in stuff for some reason. I should probably cut that out, but it's got these little pockets here, which are actually really nice, just for a little bit of organization. The mesh doesn't feel that cheap. It is cheap, but it feels okay for the bag itself. And that's just good for some extra organization. And what I love about it is it stays flat if you don't use it, so that's really nice. And as you can see, the back panel is actually really quite padded, especially when you compare it to the shoulder straps. So it has been comfortable to wear overall, but if you're going to be lugging a full backpack with heavy gear in, traveling the world, there are better bags out there, but of course they come with a cost. You can check all of our bag reviews over on packhacker.com for our travel backpacks. So we get into this main compartment here. We've got the Valden's toiletry bag that I'll just throw away to the side. You've got 2 of the packing cubes. Again, this is all from IKEA, and that's the packing cube set that they do, and then the larger one there. And as you can see, you've got this massive, compartment, 36 litres. It feels bigger than 36 litres, to be fair. We've got a ton of room going on here. Here you can see that shoe compartment, which again doesn't take up any space if you're not using it. You can see here there's a little thread that's come off, so you are going to see stuff like that. And when you do go with a budget bag and you're traveling the world and the bag is your home, you have to take that into account. Just because, if this breaks, then it's basically like your home breaking. And inside here, we've got another little pocket, which is quite nice, just similar to this one. Don't use it if you don't want to. And other than that, just a load of space for you to fill with packing cubes and all of your gear. So I have liked this main compartment, and we can do that back up actually. Yeah, nothing else going in there. Just a nice big bucket, and I like the access to this on the back. You've got another little pocket, or not pocket, but a laptop compartment at the back here as well. As you can see there, it will fit my 15-inch MacBook Pro with a case on inside here. Ton of room, which is really nice. I've been using this bag for a fair bit, and I've used my laptop in it a lot, and that's a really nice compartment for a laptop, and it steadies up the back of the bag as well. Then move around to the front. As I said, you do have a quick access here to the main compartment, and for me personally, this kind of takes away all the access points are at the back, so it's more secure, apart from this little shoe pouch, which, if your shoes get nicked, it's pretty bad, but at least it's not all of your stuff. And this here actually gives you access to the main compartment, and someone could just open it up and take something out. Now, that is rare. There isn't any way to lock these. I'm sure if you could think of a clever way with a little small, maybe S-beaner or something onto this, but if someone wants to gain access, they can. But it gives the opportunist something here, but that's just because usually I'm not that fussed about, if there's entrance on the front of the bag, doesn't bother me. I've been all over the world and been fortunate enough not to have anything stolen from me, but it does have this neat feature that all the access points is in the back, but then they just put, this big one on the front. But taking aside, security, is really nice to have that. In all honesty, it's nice just to be able to grab something from the top. So your toiletry bag, your tech kit, you have your tech kit on the front there and your laptop in the back, and you can quickly get all that stuff out without having to open the main compartment. And that is nice, to be fair. So that's there. What I'd have liked is maybe like a quick grab there or something like that, but it does work. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Durability is, as I said, there is going to be loose stuff, and by no means is this the best bag in the world, but if you're looking for a budget travel backpack, this should definitely be on your list to check out. But there are definitely better bags out there that are going to be a lot more durable. But if you only need something for a few weeks or a month and willing to take a punt on what is actually a well-designed backpack, in all honesty. I've enjoyed using it, and yeah, there we go. That was the IKEA VARLDENS 36-litre travel backpack. Check out packhacker.com for more information and the best buying options. That helps support our channel at no additional cost to you. Link in the description below. We'll see you in the next video.